everyone, I'm Chef Alicia, and today I'm going to show you how to make this really beautiful dish. It is a spicy Cajun shrimp over linguine pasta. It is really delicious, and this isn't like terribly spicy. It's kind of one of my rules when I make a spicy dish is that you should be able to take a bite and another bite and get through the entire dish without feeling like your mouth is on fire. It's like a really kind of tricky balance that you have to be able to do. Of course, if you're somebody who loves spicy food, you can go ahead and up the cayenne pepper in this, add some hot sauce or whatever it is that you're going to do. But I'm pretty sensitive to spice, and I can get through this dish because it is well balanced. So I know that you're going to love it. Enjoy the recipe.
I'm starting off by putting a very large pot of very salty water on to boil. Next, I'm going to move over here to my shrimp, and I'm going to season them with some Cajun seasoning. Now, I make my own Cajun seasoning, but you can use a store-bought if you want to. And if you really want to turn up the heat on this, you can add some more cayenne pepper to either your store-bought or to my recipe. Once you get your noodles in the water, so I'm starting these when my noodles have just got put into my boiling water, you're going to add your shrimp into the pan, let them cook for about a minute on the first side, and then flip them over. Once I get all of my little shrimpies flipped over here, I am going to deglaze with some white wine, and it just smells super wonderful and amazing now. And I'm going to kind of stir it around and get the little brown bits that are sticking to the bottom, and those are important because they flavor your sauce. Also, make sure you don't overcook your shrimp because you don't want to end up with like the texture of bouncing balls, because that is disgusting. So I'm just moving them to the side, and then I'm going to add in my garlic, my shallots, and my tomatoes, and my shrimp are done, so I'm going to go ahead and get them out of the pan. Go ahead and continue sauteing around the garlic, shallots, and tomato until they become fragrant, and this will take maybe 1 to 2 minutes depending on how hot your pan is. If your pan starts to get too dry, you can add just a little bit of water in there because you don't want to burn anything. Add in 1 teaspoon of fresh lemon zest, and I'm using a microplaner here. You can buy these at any kitchen store or on Amazon.com, I'm sure. So then I'm just going to stir this around, and then I'm going to turn off the heat. Next, with the heat off, I'm adding 2 tablespoons of butter, and I am going to stir this around constantly until my butter is melted. If you don't stir this while your butter is melting, you can end up with the butter separating, and it just doesn't come out quite as creamy. So stir that around until your butter is nice and melted, and then it's time to add in your spinach. I'm using 9 ounces of frozen spinach here, but it is at room temperature, and I've also squeezed it as hard as I possibly could to get every little drop of water out. Your noodles should be done by now, and you can go ahead and add those in and just kind of twirl them around, and your noodles should be nice and hot because if you've timed this correctly, then it should be perfect. When you're serving noodles like this, it's really nice to kind of twirl them up like I am and put them onto the plate. This gives you a nice pretty height on your plate, and it just gives a nice presentation. Add your shrimp, and these are ready to serve. Enjoy!
Hi again, everyone. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please give it a thumbs up or a like or whatever you want to call it. Also share it with all of your friends because sharing is caring. And if you're not already a subscriber, please go ahead and click on the subscribe button and be a subscriber now, because you don't want to miss any of the upcoming awesomeness that's coming, because it's awesomeness. And you can find me on my other social media, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Google+, and bestbitesforever.com, which is my blog. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Happy cooking, everyone.